Let's wind our way through this highlight package. The A's batting against Chonho Park in the first inning loaded the bases with one out, but failed to score as Hatterberg popped out and Burns popped out. And so the Rangers seized the opportunity in the bottom of the first with two out. Young walked, and Teixeira was up next. The 3-2 pitch is ripped down the right field line. Extra bases. That might score a run. Young is around second. He's going to third. Swisher digs it out. Young is rounding third to score easily on a two-out double down the right field line by Teixeira. And the Texas Rangers take a 1-0 lead. A's would bounce back, though, in the top of the second. Ellis doubled after Swisher struck out. Scudero walked, and Kotze was next. The 1-1. Kotze driven to right center up the alley. Nobody's going to get that, and that's going to go to the wall and score 2 runs. Ellis scores. Scudero rounding third to score. Kotze holds at second with a double, and the A's have taken a 2-1 lead. Mark Kotze ropes one to right center. Ellis and Scudero scoring easily, and Kotze with his third and fourth RBIs of the Young campaign. Bottom of the second was very strange. We rehashed much of it during the course of the broadcast. Suffice to say, with 2 out, the Rangers had 2 on, and Alfonso Soriano was at the plate. 0-2 to Soriano. Foul, it missed it. The ball gets away from Kendall, and it rolls into foul territory. The throw to first is not in time. Nobody's covering the plate, and scoring is DeLucci, and the ball game is tied. It was strike 3 and a pitch in the dirt. It rolled away from Kendall. He reacted going back to his right toward the on-deck circle to field it. Threw the ball to first base too late to try to get Soriano. Nobody was covering the plate, and alertly DeLucci came all the way around to score, and this ball game is tied 2-2. And watching the replay, the pitch was not in the dirt. It was right there, and it was missed by Kendall, maybe a cross-up. It turned out to be a strikeout pass ball, and that allowed the Rangers to tie the ball game with that single run in the bottom of the second at 2-2. But the A's then would take command of the game in the 5th inning. Chavez leading off. Chavez rips one to right field, gone. Upper deck. 6 rows back in the upper deck. Eric Chavez leads off the 5th inning, and the A's have taken a 3-2 lead. On the first pitch he sees from Park, and he blistered it. After Durazo walked and Hatterberg singled and Burns popped out, Mark Ellis had a chance. Ellis swings. It's a ground ball, base hit to right field. Durazo's at third. He's rounding third up with the ball. Hidalgo, the throw to the plate, going to be close. The slide to tag. Safe at the plate. The A's take a 4-2 lead. Over to third goes Hatterberg. Ellis singles to right, and a bang-bang play at the plate.
The thing about Irigo Durazo, you look at him, you say, well, he doesn't have a lot of speed, but once he starts running, he can motor.
And then in the 6th inning, with the Athletics leading 4-2, Durazo had an RBI opportunity. Runner going, line drive, left center, base hit. Kendall dives into second, has to get up. He's going to third as the ball goes to the wall. Kendall is rounding third to score on a left center double by Durazo, and the A's take a 3-run lead. 5-2 Athletics. In the 7th inning, the A's would add on. Nick Swisher was up after Ellis had led off that frame with a single.
Swisher hits it to left center and hits it well. Mensch going back, way back, looking up, and it is off the wall, rounding third and scoring easily on a stand-up 2-bagger from Nick Swisher as Mark Ellis, and the A's get another run at 6-2 in favor of the Athletics.
Later in the frame, a sac fly by Kotze made it 7-2. And after Kotze's sac fly, Kendall was the next hitter.
Kendall lines it up the middle, base hit to center field. Scudero rounding third will score without a throw as DeLucci throws the ball back into the infield. An RBI single for Kendall. Another run in. It is 8-2 Athletics. And Buck Showalter is going to the bullpen.
Looked like the A's were in cruise control. Danny Herron went the first 6. Dukeshire worked the 7th and 8th. The A's took an 8-2 lead into the 9th inning. Juan Cruz was on the hill, and David DeLucci was first up in the 9th. 3-1 pitch, a fly ball to right center. Kotze going back, digging toward the track, still going back there, and leaps and makes the catch. Crashes into the wall. What a play! My goodness, what a play! And it just seemed like he was running forever.
And he was, because he plays a shallow center field. He gets a great jump on the ball off the bat. and he was just running and running and running. I think the wind took it a little bit and stayed with it. Once he hit the warning track, he knew he was approaching the wall, but banged into the wall just as he caught it, and just a tremendous play by what should be a Gold Glove center fielder.
Then Kevin Mensch walked, Barajas flied out. Mark DeRosa hit a fly ball home run down the right field line to make it 8-4. Blaylock singled. Young had an infield single off the glove of the A's pitcher Juan Cruz at that point with 2 out. Ken Maka made the move to the bullpen as we suddenly had a save situation. Octavio Dotel was on for the A's. The count was 2-0 to Teixeira, and then Teixeira doubled on the right field line, driving in a run. And so the Rangers had runners at second and third with 2 out in the 9th inning. The A's were leading 8-5, and the rookie Adrian Gonzalez was the last hope for the Rangers. Dotel slowly, hands in front of the chest, and the pitch. Swung on it, missed, and the ball game is over. It wasn't easy, but the A's nail it down on a Dotel fastball to strike out Gonzalez as Dotel gets the save, and for the second time this year, the A's are over the 500 mark. Rangers get 3, leave 2. Our final score, A's 8, Texas 5. And Steve Bitker will have a guest coming up on our post game. He'll be joined by Mark Ellis, who had a very big game. He doubled, walked, singled, and then struck out in his last at bat. So 3 hits for Mark and a walk, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. That's coming up. The A's have defeated the Rangers 8-5, and our post game will continue.